Hey y'all, this is Alan over here at Earthly Outfitters. Story time again. So, looking through the list, we've got several on our list. So there's this one's probably gonna be a little short. So we were on the river one day down at the Chattahoochee, and it's been a beautiful day. Me and my wife and a couple friends of ours, and we are floating the river. We get down to what we consider the lake at right before you get to McIntosh. It's right below the lookout at McIntosh, and the lookout looks down into a bend of the river. Well, that bend is really flat water, and it's a very large area, and it's so flat that it's like a lake, so we call it the lake. So we get to this point, and I'm just floating, and I'm happy, and I'm talking to my buddy, and I look up. My wife and her friend is up there, probably about, I don't know, 40 feet in front of us, and my wife's standing on her paddleboard, just happy as a lark. And all of a sudden, she takes 3 steps backwards. And it really looks like she meant to do this. Y'all, my wife, I love my wife, but sometimes she's special. She takes 3 steps backwards and it's like she's standing there, and all of a sudden she goes doop, 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 and just falls flat off the back of her paddleboard. She couldn't have done this more perfectly. Well, I get over to her, and I'm like, wow, that was beautiful. I mean, you couldn't have done that any better. And she looks at me like I was crazy and says, I didn't mean to do that, stupid. And I'm like, well, it obviously looked like you did, because it was so perfect. Then she goes on to explain to me how she ended up locking her knees and got off balance. So in the process of trying to regain her balance, she took a couple steps backwards and just kept going. I wish I'd had a video camera. Oh my goodness, that was great. Like, it was just blip, 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 blip. And it was like you're standing, like, imagine somebody standing on the edge of a pool, back to the water, and just falling straight backwards. It was beautiful. Absolutely glorious. But yeah, that was one of those good times where we just laughed about it. And we're still laughing about that. Because every time we get on the water, I'm like, don't you lock your knees. Because I'm going to get that stuff on video this time. She's like, don't you dare. So, that's the story for today. Y'all stay tuned. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.